Hello everyone. Today we'll be going through standard form. This video is very important because this is included in all the syllabuses and students are always confused about shifting decimal. So in this video what we will be going through is we will be explaining, we will be discussing what is standard form, then we'll be going through some practice questions. After explanation, these practice questions will be done, and then exam style questions. We will be taking some exam style questions, and the last one we will be covering very important examiner report, chief examiner feedback, and we will be taking actual question of exam, and we will be discussing what is the opinion of examiner and chief examiner feedback on what type of mistakes students are doing, and what they should avoid. So these type of things we'll be discussing today. Hope this today's video is very important. So what is standard form? Standard form is we are representing values in very big values or small values in an easier way. Like for example, this diagram, if you see, this is like a diameter of the earth is 1.3 1.3 into 10 raised to the power 7. Similarly, this is diameter of atom, then height of a tar, and these are like height of the tower is taken as 3.2 into 10 power 2 meters. So in this format we are writing these numbers, and this is basically easier way to write these numbers. So now what we will be doing, we can understand it better like this one. This is, you should know that for example 1000, it can be written as 10 raised to the power 3, or if it is 4 into 10 raised to the power 3, it means this is 4000, and this is what we are writing in raised to the power format. Now there are some situations, like for example over here we have written this one, 0.00, how many zeros are 2, 4 and 5, so 3, 4 and 5 zeros, and 5, 8, 9, and we have to switch this into standard form. So standard form is we are moving the decimal after first non-zero number, non-zero digit, and this will be like in between 5 and 8. So how many jumps will be taking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 jumps will have to take to reach to the right. So this will be jumps to the right, and keep in mind always jumping to the right is minus. So 5.89 into 10 raised to minus 6 will be answer for this one. This will be the standard form. Now we can also go through this one, which is 4, 5, 8, 6, 8, 9, 6, 7, 5, 8.123. If we check in this case, we need decimal in between 4 and 5, so we have to shift this and in between over here, and it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 jumps, 7 jumps to the left, and our answer will be 4.5896758123 into 10 raised to the power 7. This will be the answer for this one. Now this is basically the standard form in which we have written, and reverse of that one is known as expanded form. So there are in some past paper questions they are asking for expanded form also, so we can go through that as one quickly. So 2.1546, so 46 into 10 raised to the power 6. So we'll be moving this decimal to the right, so because this is 10 raised to the power 6 is positive, so 2.1546, we have to move this 5 digits to the right. So 1 jump, 2 jump, 3 jump, 4 jump, and one more jump which is no digit, so we'll write 0 over here. and decimal will be here. So 215460, this will be answer after expanding this standard form also. So now there is another number. Next number is with the negative sign. So if the same thing is, like for example 2.1546 10 raised to a minus 6, we will be jumping to the right, to the left. So we can write here 2.1546. We'll have to take 6 jumps to the left. So 1 jump, 2 jump, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and decimal will be here. So 0 0 0 0 0, 5 zeros, and this decimal will be shifted. So answer will be 0.12345 zeros and 21546. This will be the expanded form of this given question. Hopefully you understood this concept. Now after explanation of this concept, we can go through some practice questions. So I will quickly solve those practice questions. Like for example this one, we have to write in standard form. So 37341, and how many zeros? 2, 4 and 6. So 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 zeros, and there's no decimal in this given number. So what we will do, we will put decimal over here at the end, and we can now move it to here in between 3 and 7. How many jumps we have to take? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10 jumps we will have to take. So our answer will be 3.7341, and no need to write these zeros into 10 raised per 10. So this will be answer for this one. Now similarly, if this situation, like this question, so how many zeros are there? So we can count it: 1 2 4 6 8 10 and 12. So 12 zeros are there. So 0 0.1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10 10 11 12 zeros, and 412 412. Now we can shift this after 4 and in between 4 and 1. So it will be 12 zeros will be jumped, and 4 will also be jumped. So 13 digits will be jumped. So 4.12 into 10 raised per 13 will be minus, because we are jumping to the right side. So the left side jump is always positive and right side jump will be taken as negative. This one you will have to keep in mind. We are done with these practice questions. There are like more tricky questions from which we have taken over here, and work out giving each answer in standard form. So the easiest way to solve this type of question is write this 3 into 10 raised per 4 and division sign. So we can write like this one: 6 into 10 raised per minus 3, and normally we have to show working and we have to solve it without use of calculator. So what we are doing, we will solve this separately. This will resulting to 1 by 2, or we can write 0.5, and this one we can write it as 10 raised by 4, and when we will shift this to the numerator, it will be into 10 raised by 3, which we can write as 10 raised by 7. So we will write here 10 raised by 7. Now 0.5 is not in standard form, so we'll have to shift this 0 to after like 5. So it will be 5.0 into 10 raised by, we will be shifting this, so minus 1, because shifting to the right, and this will be into 10 raised by 7. This one we can write here this, and after simplification of these two, we can write 5.0 into 10 raised by 6, and this will be our final answer. Hopefully you understood this as well. Now we can move to the next tricky question. This is basically practice question which we have selected for you, and this is this one: 2.1 into 10 raised by minus 5, and it is divided by 7 into 10 raised by minus 4, and we can solve this with the help of calculator also, and this will be we can take calculator over here. So it will be 2.1 divided by 7, and this will be equal to 0.3. So we can write 0.3 into 10 raised to the minus 5, and when we will shift this as numerator, it will change to 10 raised to the power plus 4. And after solving these two, we can write 0.3 into 10 raised to the minus 1, and this is, we don't require decimal over here. We have to shift over here after 3, so we write 3.0 into 10 so minus 1, and 10 raised to minus 1 is already there, and we can combine these two, and final answer we can write 3.0 into 10 raised to minus 2. You can check with the double check with the calculator also, and you will get the same answer. Hopefully you understood this part as well. Now the next thing which we are doing is 5 into 10 raised to the power 5 into 10 raised to the 4 whole squared. This type of questions are also part of past papers, so I have selected this. So what we can do, we can rewrite it as this one into multiplication 5 into 10 raised to the 4, and we can multiply this. 5 into 5 will be 25, and when this one we can write like this. So these two, when bases are same, parts are added, so we can write 25 into 10 raised to the power 8, and now we can write it as 25.0, and this decimal we can shift over here, and we can write 2.5 into 10 into 10 raised to 8. Now this 10 and 10 raised to 8 can be combined, and we can write 2.5 into 10 raised to the power 9. This is what our answer. Now we can confirm this by the help of calculator also, and we can use calculator. We can put bracket 5 into 10 raised to the power 4, and bracket close and whole raised to the power square basically is equal to, we can check this are how many zeros, 2, 4, 6, 8 and 9. So 2.5 into 10 to the power 9. This is the confirmation which we have done with the help of calculator. You can see we have done the whole question manually without using calculator, and then we have double checked our answer by the help of calculator. So these were the practice questions. Now we can go through some exam style questions. These exam style questions are a little difficult, so you will have to practice a lot of worksheets. Go through this video 1 or 2 times more and check the explanation, and then you will be able to solve exam style questions as well. The table gives the circumference in meters of planets in the solar system. The circumferences are given on an accuracy of 3 significant figures. So planet names are provided, their circumferences are also provided. On the basis of this one, this is basically understanding check. They are asking which planet has the largest circumference. Largest circumference, if you check, we'll have, these are 10 raised to the power 7, and these are 10 raised to the power 8, and we know that 10 raised to the power 8 is bigger than 10 raised to the power 7. So our answer is lying in between these four numbers. Now we will be comparing the other side, and if we compare, 4.39 is the bigger number, and our answer will be over here, 4.39 into 10 raised to the power 8. This is what we have to provide answer. It's 1 mark question, but it requires understanding of standard forms. Now, which planet has the smallest circumference? Smallest circumference will be among these 10 raised to 7 numbers, and then we will compare the other portion, which is 1.54. This is the smaller number. So our answer will be 1.54 into 10 raised to the power 7. This will be answer for this part. This is also one more question. Then they are saying this one 1.54 into 10 raised to 7 as an ordinary number. So this question I will solve over here. 1.54 into 10 raised to the power 7. In exam they are using ordinary number and sometimes they are saying expanded form, so you will have to keep in mind both terms. So we can shift this 1.54 and we have to take 7 jumps to the right, so it will be 1 jump, 2 jump, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and decimal should be here. So we will shift this decimal. We will write zeros in these gaps. So our answer will be 154, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros, and you can write point 0 or no need of this one. So you can just give answer this one. This will be your final answer for this expanded form. Now work out the diameter of Neptune. Give your answer in standard form. Neptune is diameter basically. This is the circumference. So I'll not be solving this part because this part is involving circumference is equal to pi into d formula, and d is basically this formula is not related to this topic, so I'm skipping this question. So we can go through this next part, which is C is provided. These values are provided in standard form and we have to calculate this. Work out the value of W. We need W value. Give your answer in standard form correct to two significant figures. So this is easier question, but we have to deal it carefully. W square is equal to C, which is 2 into 10 raised to the power 6, and this one I'm putting in brackets, and y also 6 into 10 raised to the power 5. So after replacing values, denominator C value is 2 into 10 raised to the power 6, and minus y is C uh, y value is 6 into 10 raised to power 5. So this is what we can, how we can solve this. We will be multiplying 2 into 6 will be 12, 12 into 10 raised to power 6 and into 10 raised to power 5, and denominator we can basically use calculator to solve denominator, and I will tell you the easier trick to solve this one. So it will be in brackets 2 into 10 raised to the power 6, and bracket will be closed, and minus this one 6 into 10 raised to the power 5, and this is equal to this one. Just write this number 4 and 5 zeros and 14. So 14 and 1 2 3 4 5 zeros. Just write this number, or what we can do, we can convert this into scientific form, so standard form basically. So this will be, numerator will become 12 into 10 raised to the power 11 over, this will be 1, we can write 14 into 10 raised to the power, how many zeros, 5 zeros, so we can write 5, and 12 over 14 we can write separately solve this portion as we are doing in previous questions as well. So I will solve by the help of calculator. 12 divided by 14 is equal to 0.86. I'm writing, so we can write 0.86 and into 10 raised by 11, and this one I will shift as numerator, so 10 raised by minus 5. Now we can write 0.86 into, we will simplify these two, and this will be 10 raised by 6. Now this decimal we have to move to the right, so 0, we will remove leading 0, so 8.6 into 10 raised to the power 1 will be consumed when we are shifting this decimal over here. So 10 raised by 5, this will be our final answer. We can check this with the help of calculator. This is basically W square, but they are asking for W value. So we have to use again the calculator. So our value will be square root of 8.6 into 10 raised to the power 5, and this is given as this one 927. So W will be equal to 927.36. Now this is the answer which we have to provide in standard form. They are saying provide in standard form, so we will move this decimal to the left, and this will be 9.2736 into 10 raised per 2 digits we moved, so it will be like this plus 2, and they are saying two significant figures, so we require 9 and we require one digit also, so we will remove from here, so it will be 9.3 into 10 raised to the power 2. This will be our final answer to this question. Hopefully you understood this part as well. Now what we can do, we can go through this examiner report, chief examiner feedback. We have taken this question from past papers and its exam with examiner report, chief examiner's feedback. This is the section which we have included in the video so that you should get the information that what are the mistakes which most of the students are doing in this type of question. This question number 8 is having A and B part not related to this topic, so I'm not going through that one. If you see the C part, it's saying write the number 40 in standard form. Now this is a little confusing. Let us go through the feedback which examiner has given for this question. It is saying it is usual to ask, it is unusual to ask for standard form of a number such as 40. So this is unusual question they have given. 40 you have to change into standard form. So 40, like for example, if we check 40, and we can write it is 40.0, right? And this decimal we have to shift over here, right? So we'll go through examiner's comments, and many students, many candidates found it challenging. It means it was difficult for most of the questions, most of the candidates. Many did not apply the rule that the Mentisa had to be between 1 and 10. Common incorrect answers were 0.4 into 10 raised to the power 2 and 4 into 10 raised to the power 0. These are common wrong answers which most of the candidates provided for this question. Now let us go through the correct answer. What is the correct answer for this one? So 40, like for example, if I just write here 40, and we can write as 40.0, we have to move this decimal over here, and it will be 4.0, and we are moving to the left, so it will be 10 raised to the power 1. So this is basically the standard form answer we can provide as 4.0 into 10 raised to the power 1, or 4.0 into 10. This will be the final answer. Better to write 4.0 into 10 raised to the 1 or 4.0 into 10. So be careful. See, in this type of question we have gone through this examiner report, and they are giving in question unusual questions. This is like a tricky question they have given. It's only 1 mark, but it's testing your knowledge. You should know the technique, and we will be going through all videos in the similar way. We'll be going through examiner report also, and you understood that what are the common wrong answers which most of the students have provided. Today's video was very comprehensive related to the topic, which is standard form, and it included tricky questions, exam style questions, and practice questions as well. And we have gone through the examiner report, chief examiner's feedback also. So hopefully you understood each and everything. Subscribe the channel and recommend this channel to your friends and class fellows. Also introduce this channel to your respected teachers. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Take care. Bye.